Hi everybody, Rex Frost here, and for my second semester, I'm taking film lit, and I've decided that since since I have a YouTube channel where I review movies, I might as well review the movies and review all the movies I see in that class, and also at the end of the semester also rank them. So yeah, the first movie we watched in that class was The Graduate. So, with that being said, let's get into my review for The Graduate. Okay, so before I even get started with my review for The Graduate, here is a spoiler warning, I guess. I mean, this movie did come out in 1967, so yeah, funny number. But yeah, I mean, it's a relatively old movie, so it's been out for a while. And mainly, I just want to give a spoiler warning because I will be doing a plot recap. And I also do want to say this is a very odd movie to play in a high school class. Okay, let's just get into the plot of this movie. So this movie is about this guy named Benjamin who comes home from college and like at a celebration party he meets his parents' friend and his wife, Mrs. Robinson, and this movie's about the two of them having an affair together, and she is married and she has a daughter who he ends up falling in love with. Yeah, one of the why I mean this is probably the weirdest movie or just thing in general that I've reviewed. So why? This is just, yeah, very weird. Like I said, very weird movie to play for a bunch of high schoolers. And wow, did I see some stuff I never thought I'd see in a school. Yeah, so very interesting. But yeah, as for aside from the really weird stuff about the film, I do think it does do a good job of doing a becoming predator story. It was the victim of Ben, who his parents' friend's wife seduces. Yeah, I mean, very messed up. It is. He may be 20 years old, but that does not make it right at all. Yeah, this movie is very hard to watch. So, I do think it is interesting, how he does kind of become a villain in the end. Also, this movie is a romance comedy, so I will say this movie is a little funny. But yeah, I did think that was interesting. Also, I do want to get into my cons. I guess the main one is this movie is very much not for me. I would never watch this movie if it wasn't for the fact that I'm in a film lit class. Even though that's movies like that are very much not my cup of tea. But yeah, as for actual criticisms of the film, I just feel like Elaine, who is the main character's Ben's, I guess, girlfriend at the end, who's also her daughter, which is so wrong on paper. Annie, especially saying out loud, and yeah, okay, it's one thing with the main character dating her daughter, his person he's having an affair with, his daughter, kind of as a way to get back at her a little bit. It makes sense, but still, why? Even after she finds out, okay, after she finds out, he becomes a complete stalker creep. It is really bad. Still, why would you even go out with this guy? Also, I do want to get into my positives on this movie. The ending, the ending to this movie is one of the most insane things I've ever seen. Literally, this guy, Benjamin, he breaks into Elaine's wedding and like starts fighting everybody. He takes a cross and like uses it as a weapon, and then like he locks everybody in the church. Was it like, wow? I mean, one of the craziest things I've ever seen. Also, like him just there's this one scene where he's like banging on the glass to try to get in, which is just like also really crazy. I also really like the second half of the ending where it's like the two of them, they've made it onto a bus and they're like, which is like their getaway car, and like he's just being a full-on stalker creep, and she's just realizing that she may have made the biggest mistake of her life choosing this guy over the guy she was about to get married, which also does bring me onto another positive that I didn't really have on here, but I think this movie does like a really good job of like showing like people's methods for like escaping the system, kind of. I don't know. I mean, it's really hard to explain. I'm just gonna give this movie a 4 out of 10. Very odd movie. I mean, also, just one of the most weird movies I've ever seen, and a very weird movie to play in front of high schoolers. I mean, I get that we're all but everybody in the classroom is like in our junior and senior years, but like still a very weird movie to play. I mean, yeah, but I'm gonna put in here. I do plan on reviewing every single movie I do watch in my film lit class, because hey, we do have some good movies on here. Let me just do a quick little read of like, well, next up we're going to be watching Casablanca. No idea what that movie is. And then that like Unit 2 is like a study of history and film. So it's like we're watching old movies. After that, we're going to go to director study. So we're going to watch some Alfred Hitchcock movies and some Steven Spielberg movies. Oh, and actually, it looks like we have a bunch of movies. We're going to watch some Spike Lee movies, Wes Anderson, Sofia Coppola. Yeah, so I mean, I'm really looking forward to watching the Steven Spielberg movies, because I mean, in my personal opinion, Steven Spielberg is the best director of all time. So, and we're going to be watching Jaws and Indiana Jones and Raiders of the Lost Ark. So I'm definitely looking forward to watching those two movies. As for all the other movies, I'm definitely looking forward to being exposed to stuff I've never seen before, because when all you do is watch Marvel, DC, Star Wars, MonsterVerse, and I guess Sonic movies, it is kind of nice to see stuff that is outside of my comfort zone. So definitely looking forward to this. If you've seen The Graduate, feel free to tell me your thoughts on down in the comment section, because this is a very interesting movie. I'm still like, don't really know what to fully think about it. I mean, yeah, definitely. Also subscribe. Like I said, I will be ranking all the movies and reviewing them all too. So there's a lot of good movies on this list. And I've also heard some amazing movies on here. I've heard that some of the movies on here are amazing, are like really good. So once again, I hope my literature teacher has good tastes in movies like he did with books we read for our fantasy lit class, because I hope I can enjoy them all. And yeah, feel free to tell me your thoughts on down in the comments, and subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you all later. Bye.